Hey gals, welcome back to another par-delicious episode of the Gals Podcast. I'm not going to say tonight why we're in such chipper moods, but let's just say that a kind man whose name starts with a T came to the door and said, "Hey gals, why don't I elicit a little beveragino to your life? A little bit of to your life." She's so influenced by his arrival, she can't even speak. Oh, did the iPad die already? No, it didn't.
Yeah, and the charger back there does not work.
No, the outlet actually is inoperable.
This is why we use our telephone.
Yes. No. Anyway, how are you doing, Abby? How are you doing this fine Wednesday night?
Wednesday? It is a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday night. I'm doing amazing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just the usual. I had work today, went to the gym, came home, came to Fallon's. You know.
To record our very famous podcast, which I would say we're so famous now that we have haters.
Oh.
To the 3 people that disliked our podcast on YouTube, I have YouTube Studio. I know who you are. I see you. So get the fuck off my podcast page, you fucking twat.
Ross is scared.
No, he's like 14. Ross is a drug addict now.
I don't understand that. What does that mean?
So a couple of nights ago, my mom was taking. This is too close to my face. Sorry, guys. I know so much static from Fallon's mic. So a couple of nights ago, my mom was taking her melatonin. She takes 15 milligrams melatonin, and she put it on her nightstand and leaned over, and Ross ate it. And then the other day, she was taking her Xanax, and Ross ate a Xanax.
Ross, you're gonna die.
Please don't call animal cruelty on us. We love him. He wears a Tiffany collar. He's fine. He also doesn't even wear it.
He's licking a blanket.
Yeah, he loves to lick. He's a licker. Anyway, but no, I would just like to say to our 3 haters, you can all jump off a building.
Oh my god, don't say that.
No, I said what I had to say about them. You're fucking freaks and you're fucking losers, so go fucking rot in hell.
Oh my god, it's not that
Do you have
deep.
anything to say to our haters?
It's 3 people.
3 people! You know what? When we're rich and famous, 3 people turns into 3 million real quickly.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Aw, notice how they both sit on my side, not your side? He's literally licking me.
Yeah, he does that. Guys,
Ross.
another perfect thing we did the other week is we actually saw our dear friend Gabrielle. Gabrielle. Not Gabby. Gabrielle. And I would just like to say that I have really been struggling in life, and seeing her made my entire day. I haven't felt this rejuvenated since I saw Talia.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't even know, you've seen none of our friends. I've
seen Addison and Gabrielle.
Yeah, I've seen more of our friends than you.
What do you mean?
Where's my husband? Where's my ring?
You can't sing that on here. Copyright.
No, it's not copyright.
It's definitely copyright.
It's definitely not copyright. But anyway, I thought we should jump right into my problems I've been having, like Golden Goose Gate.
God.
So essentially, for my birthday, I went and purchased myself a custom pair of Golden Gooses.
Okay.
They cost nearly $1,000 for a pair of shoes.
I can't get over the fact that you're licking me, Ross. Stop.
Anyway, so I go to Golden Goose, and let me tell you about my experience at Golden Goose. So, me and my mom we go to, my birthday was horrible, to be honest, but we go to Golden Goose. And we walk in, and the woman comes, she's like, "Oh, what are you looking around?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just looking around." My mom looks at the woman, she says, "Oh, I'm just paying." The woman looks at my mom like she's on fucking a pipe of meth, and is like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm just paying for her." And she's like, "Okay." So I try on 4 different pairs of shoes. I cannot decide. So she's like, "Oh, well, you can customize your shoes. You can customize your shoes at Golden Goose." And so I completely designed my own shoes. I make her restring a bunch of shoes, but we called her Lovey. Because apparently, my mom said there was a girl on Gilligan's Island who reminded her, like, this girl at Golden Goose.
Where's the story going?
Our sales associate at Golden Goose literally looked like she was waiting for her rich husband to sweep her off her feet. Mm-hmm. She was wearing ankle-cut white jeans, blue, double-breasted Ralph Lauren blazer, Golden Goose shoes, and a big diamond tennis bracelet or necklace. And she just looked like she was waiting for her husband. Anyway, long story short, I customized shoes. I get them home on Monday. I go to put them on. The fucking aglet breaks.
What did you say? Aglet?
Aglet. There was a whole episode of Phineas and Ferb about what the aglet is on the shoe.
What is an aglet?
You know, it's the little piece at the end of the shoelace. The little metal or plastic part.
Like, what?
You know how you tie your shoes? It's not just a string. There's like a little piece at the end.
Eyelet?
Aglet. Not eyelet. Aglet.
Is it a metal piece where the string goes through the hole? I shouldn't make that up.
No, it is a metal piece where the string goes through the hole. And it's called an aglet.
What? Show me a photo.
Anyway, so the aglet on my new
What is an
$1,000
aglet?
shoes breaks. And I'm freaking, I wanted to wear them today. I couldn't wear them today. But they're sending me a new shoelace. Oh, did I tell you how much they charge?
It's not loading.
Did I tell you how much they charged me at Golden Goose for shoelaces? Guess how much?
Oh, it's the plastic at the end of the shoelace.
But on Golden
Goose, it's the
Goose,
hard things that like
it's metal.
It's also on your hoodie strings.
Yes. Guess how much a pair of shoelaces was at Golden Goose?
$100.
$100. And it literally, I didn't even put the shoe on, it broke. It came off. So they're sending me a new pair tomorrow, apparently.
But it's metal. Oh, that's probably why. Because it's like it's much more solid than the fabric. It's probably not glued, right?
Yes. But anyway, I was so disappointed to not be able to wear my new shoes. Anyway, what other things have been going on? I wrote a few things down.
Nothing exciting like a Golden Goose aglet has happened to me, you know?
A Golden Goose. Yeah, it happens to everyone. Their fucking aglets break on their fucking Golden Gooses.
Oh my god.
What else?
I'm trying to think of things that have happened
Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, just hopping right in.
There is no recap for Dancing with the Stars because it was the most fucking losery episode of Dancing with the Stars ever.
Are we talking about dedication night?
Dedication night. So sweet. Dedications were
Wow, you just said it was the most losery episode of the
because they sent no one home. They sent literally no one home.
Yeah, but like, really, how do you do that on dedication night? It's like kind of like...
Well, it's a competition show.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, is my dance like less valuable than yours?
No, it's not the story, it's the quality.
Let's just say Mr. Feeney was not there. He was
no, they had to wheel him onto the floor.
At all. He did not know what was happening.
Like I was telling my mom, I was like, what are they going to
Feeney.
grab the two handles on the wheelchair and spin him around?
No, they started it. He sat there the whole time. They went and danced, and they came back, and they went like this and posed next to him.
Or it was like, also like when they did 3, like when Elaine, what's her name, and what's his name, did their dance. It was...
Oh, the 2 girls and the boy, Alan.
Wait, should we compare how much is left in each of ours? Wait, it's literally like the same.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, oh my god, I felt like I was drinking the whole...
So, to preface this, we ate a shit ton of pizza and breadsticks before this.
I had 1 slice of pizza.
Yeah,
You had
because you're
3.
trying to be skinny. I had what? How many?
3!
I had 2. And I was actually 1.5. I didn't finish the rest of
order
it.
dessert afterwards.
No. We're getting way too fat. We can't be doing this. You don't understand. Here's the thing. Balance like, oh my god, let's be fat tonight. Let's get so much food. She orders so much food. And she's like, let's be fat. Like, let's eat so much. She eats nothing. Fucking nothing. She doesn't eat anything. And then I'm like, oh my god.
I am on weight suppressant drugs.
No, shut up. I'm like, oh my god, you ordered all this food and I'm so hungry and I really want to eat all of this food and I want to be so fat with my fattiest friend who always eats food and is fat with me. No. Fucking eats 1 slice of pizza and 2 baby breadsticks that are like this big. Like literally like this big. And then you're like, I'm so full. No, shut up. I've seen you eat 4 fucking cheeseburgers before, fries, and a Diet Coke.
You've never seen me eat 4 cheeseburgers.
No, but I've seen you eat two McDonald's cheeseburgers, a large fry, a Diet Coke, and everyone shared this big 12 kind of McDonald's cookies.
Let me tell you.
I've seen her eat.
There
And she's
used to be
acting
a
like she
time
can't eat.
When I was on the mystical juice that I could... Oh, my shoe's gone. Uh-oh.
Oh no, my shoe. Shoosh. Shoosh.
There used to... You know what? There used to be a time when I could have the mystical juice and then I could eat, like, a lot. But now suppressant, appetite suppressant drug. I can't eat like a piggy anymore. Oink, oink, oink. I can't. Now I know you 3 fucking haters are like, wow.
Stop talking about the haters!
Literally, why are you disliking my podcast? There's 2 fucking episodes. There's 2. What are you doing? Fucking sitting on your fucking computer gooning to fucking porn? What are you fucking doing? Why are you fucking disliking my podcast? Why? I don't understand. I'm just sitting there. I'm looking at. And I'm like, I know. And no. And I'm looking at the fucking statistics. And it's like 3 people just liked your video. Why are you fucking disliking my video? I'm a fucking delight.
Angie Castaneva's calm down.
No, Mary, I will not calm down.
Be the bigger person.
She accused me of sleeping with soap men. I do not steal credit cards to go to Greece. I pay for my own damn trips. And I have 1 Amex, 2 Amex, 3 Amex, and the fucking brought a bracelet to prove it's mine.
I can't even imagine what the microphones are picking up.
Come on, Angie.
You're gonna have to edit this all out.
No. This is fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, matey.
Wow, you're not allowed to edit this out.
No, I'm not. But we should probably dive into the stories because we've been fucking talking about my fucking haters so much.
Yeah, and who keeps bringing it up?
You have haters too.
I don't have any haters.
Now, if you without further ado, it's time to hop into the culture catch up. Anyway, the Paris Louvre is looted. The Louvre was looted.
I don't understand. That's a big body of water.
The
How
Louvre?
could it be? Yes.
The Louvre is. The Louvre is a museum in
What?
Paris.
No, it is not.
The Louvre is where they keep the Mona Lisa.
No.
Yes.
Is the Mona Lisa kept?
The Louvre. The Louvre. It's the Louvre.
What is the body of water in France?
The French Riviera.
Oh, the Seine. That's what I'm thinking of. The Seine is the, like, all the water in the canals, and it's, like, dirty. There was a massive movie about having sharks in the Seine. Did you ever see that? And it was like they jump in the water, and then it's like the sharks are coming to get you, and they're like, but the Seine's like very dirty. It's like very dirty. But in this movie, they were like gonna do like a triathlon.
Do you know what's so upsetting is the more people watch us on YouTube than they watch us.
There's so many haters on this video. There's 9 on this video.
There's probably
our friends are gonna dislike it just because you had a fucking rampage.
Who's fucking disliking? Mallory. Addison, Gabrielle would never do the test. Addison, Karina, who's disliking my YouTube videos?
I can tell you right now, but I won't.
Anyway,
I'll be a good girl.
We talked about the Louvre being looted.
Sure. But the Mona Lisa wasn't taken.
Professionalized, the robbers used a truck-mounted ladder to gain access to the Apollo Gallery, one of the most ornate rooms in the Louvre, and made off with artifacts from the French crown jewels dating from the Neapolitan era. 2 high-security displays cases were targeted. 8 of the 9 items taken remain unaccounted for, including a tiara and a necklace worn by Queen Marie Amélie, a queen Hortense, the French Culture Ministry said in a statement. Let me tell you, these fucking morons looted the Louvre.
This sounds like something out of a bad Netflix movie.
Like Ocean's 13. They looted the Louvre.
It sounds like the movie with Ryan Reynolds where he like steals everything and
they
then like
looted the Louvre, and on their way out they dropped a fucking tiara.
Are you kidding?
And they fucking broke it because they dropped it, and then they tried to set their fucking lift on fire because I think this was on the 4th floor, so they lifted themselves up there. They tried to set the fucking lift on fire. They did not fucking succeed. They didn't catch on fire, and then one of them dropped their worker vest. And then they're running out with their jewels, and they dropped their fucking tiara. Keep in mind, the Louvre said that these pieces are priceless.
Yeah, I mean, they're like artifacts.
No, but they're gone. They're long gone. Because you know what they're going to do? Like in Ocean's 11, they literally are dismantling these things as we speak.
What do you mean, like melting them down?
No, okay,
Like,
so like...
what did they take?
Okay, let's do an example. Let's say this ring was from the Louvre. Do you see how many diamonds are on the ring?
Yeah.
If you just sold this ring, and it would be known that it was from the Louvre. But if you take each individual diamond or stone off of my ring, there's no way you could trace it back to the Louvre. So they stole a tiara. They stole these necklaces.
Yeah, but they left the tiara.
Well, no, they dropped the tiara. They got another tiara, I believe. So they just literally, they dismantled it and sold the stones. Because that's what makes these things so valuable. Is literally, like, I think one of Queen Elizabeth's old crowns had, like, 100 carats worth of diamonds on it.
Which, that's so stupid.
When you think of, like, a 2-carat diamond's literally 20 grand.
Yeah, but I don't understand, how does that go untraced?
Because
like, there are these massive diamonds. Like, how is that
Well, because
untraced?
also I think it's definitely they're sold to private...
No, but there's also, like, there's things, like, etched into diamonds, I swear.
No, there is, but I think
like,
when
numbers.
you're selling these things... One, you're definitely selling them to a very shady type of person. It's like, you know, the Mona Lisa went missing for 2 years.
Really? Are you kidding?
It was stolen. Like the workers came. They're always just workers. The fucking Louvre needs to validate their employees a little bit better.
They probably do, but everyone could be shady at some point. You never know that.
And I think they took it out the back of the wall, and they took the Mona Lisa and it was gone for nearly 100 years, I believe.
It's like that piece of work when they went to go sell it and it like shredded itself.
Literally. So the Louvre needs to, one, up their security. You literally, I would guess that probably $100 million, like if you were to have it insured, it was probably, my assessment, which could be wrong, was probably, they sold $100 million worth of things. One, get better security. Yeah, did you ever go to a museum and it's this little fucking skinny twig?
I've actually never been to a museum, so I would never
well, when
know.
you have to go to the Art Institute.
Yeah, when I have to go to the Art Institute this week on Friday.
Wait, you're going on Friday?
I'm going on Friday. Should I meet you in the city?
No, I have class on Thursday. Can you go on Thursday?
I can't go on Thursday.
I can't go on Friday. Well, do you want my... Anyway, it's like when you go there, they literally have these fucking twigs and coats playing security. No, get some big fucking Russian to fucking guard your artwork. These things are literally priceless, and the Mona Lisa went missing for 100 years one time, and you just fucking lost 100 million.
How long has the Mona Lisa been around for?
Probably 300 years. It's very old. It's also tiny. When me and my mom went to the Louvre, we went and seen it. Abby, it's literally like this big. It's not big.
Really?
It's not big.
Wait, Mona Lisa...
Stolen for 100 years.
It's over 515 years old.
And for 100 years, it was missing. But if you think about...
Wow, that's insane.
But if you think about the type of person that's buying the Mona Lisa, doesn't care that it's illegal to buy the Mona Lisa.
You can't buy it. Yeah.
Well, when it went missing for 100 years, they sold it. And the type of person who's probably...
Did the Mona Lisa...
got stolen for 100 years.
Go missing.
For 100 years. 100 years. I was missing for 100 years.
Girl, it was gone for like 3 years.
Oh. So she's gone for 3 years, but still, that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, 100 years is a wild assumption. How does something like that go missing for that long?
How does it go missing for 3 years? You're telling me...
Wait, let's look up the size of the Mona Lisa.
It's literally this big.
It's
not big. It's not big at all.
Can we use inches, not centimeters? 30 by 21.
It's literally this big.
Oh my god, look at the display. They're not going to be able to see this, but that's tiny.
It's very small.
So small.
I know. Anyway, so the Mona Lisa...
Wow, they make it seem like it's like some...
But you think about But honestly, they probably...
Why is the Mona Lisa popular? It's not like...
It's because it's old and it's famous. But anyway...
You know, compared to like the past episode, this episode looks like we're on crack.
But anyway, no. But the Louvre will never see those jewels ever again, because I can guarantee you they've been dismantled. And they're like in Ocean's 11.
Yeah,
they stole all that jewelry.
I just love how you keep referencing this movie. Like
have you
like
ever
this
watched
movie
Ocean's 11?
Wait, who's in that? Brad Pitt?
No, Sandra Bullock.
No, the boy.
There is no boy in this one.
Yes, there is.
No, that's Ocean's 8. Ocean's 11 is all the women.
Oh.
And they rob the
I'm
Met Gala.
definitely thinking of Ocean's 8. Because that's like the gambling, whatever.
Sandra, that's the, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this one is they go to the Met, and the Met has all these jewels on, and they steal it, and they dismantle it, and they sell it, because I've
seen this on TikTok.
Yes.
In clips, yes.
Definitely.
Yes, I know exactly.
But it's the same
what
concept.
A good movie. I should watch
those pieces are long gone. We're never going to see them again. Unless the only reason I think that we would ever see them again is unless some shady ass fucking collector bought a fucking crown, and then in like 40 or 50 years when they die, they'll go through their home and be like, oh, this was supposed to be in the Louvre. But
it will come back around in like T-minus. Let's guess. I'm guessing 2 years. T-minus 2 years.
I give it 20. Like this
20 years.
This will sit.
Girl, you said that the Mona Lisa was gone for 100 years. Was gone for 3 years.
I thought it was gone for that long, but I guess it wasn't gone for that long.
Maybe in the 1500s.
Next up, John Stamos opens up about Lori Loughlin's husband. What a fucking prick he was.
Wait, I don't understand. What's his husband, or what's his wife's? Isn't it Lori?
Lori. John Stamos was Uncle Jesse.
Yes.
Lori Loughlin was Aunt Becky.
Yes.
Aunt Becky is not married to Uncle Jesse in real life.
Oh, I thought they were married in real life.
Reports, no. She was married to a different man, and
maybe
people
it's
report that her ex-husband was a terrible narcissist, and I don't think you'll ever get out of that unless you are able to. Her husband, let me look up this article. Will tell you.
She's stunning, by the way. She's absolutely
Lori Loughlin is so pretty.
Gorgeous.
Lori, there's room for you on this couch.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, her husband's name was Mossimo. Oh, Mossimo Giuliani. And do you remember like 6 or 7 years ago when they were involved in the college scandal?
Yes. Oh my god. And they're like,
literally
their daughter is like gorgeous.
Literally, that turned the world upside down. Who the fuck cares that you fucking paid your daughter's way into college? Let me tell you.
Do you know how many people probably do that?
Let me tell you.
You only got caught because you're a celebrity.
Everyone.
Yeah. How many people do that?
Everyone fucking does it. They just did it in a more apparent way. The way you fucking do it is you donate to like a foundation, and then your family has.
I wonder how did they do it? I don't remember.
I think they paid off admissions counselors to get her into. I'm not sure. I don't know. Lori, I love you.
She goes somewhere in California. I know that.
Yeah, Lori was in prison for 2 months. Lori, I loved you through those 2 months in prison. I don't give a.
Did Olivia?
No, she went to college. I don't give a fuck that you went to jail, Lori. I love you. I watch you in my Hallmark movies. I watch you in my good all-American family movies. I love you so fucking much. And I'm so happy that you're done with this of a person. And I can't wait to see what you do with yourself now.
Did it like tank her career at all, or like no?
So Hallmark dropped her because of it. Because after Full House and Fuller House dropped her because of it. And then she was also a Hallmark star like Candace Cameron Bure.
Yeah.
But she was dropped from Hallmark. And then I know there was several reasons why Candace Cameron Bure left Hallmark.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a large part of it was because they would not take Lori Loughlin back. So Candace Cameron Bure started her own network called All American Family. And essentially,
I've literally never heard of that.
I think what it was is Hallmark became, and I love Hallmark. I watch Hallmark to say Hallmark became
it's Christmas essential.
No. It became very liberal in the the type of families they were like. They were doing like gay couples, which is so good because like honestly, after a point, like it gets boring to see the same man and woman like. Oh no, I moved back from my big city to my little town and what's his name, the lumberjack, like it gets boring. And honestly, I've watched some of the Hallmark movies where they do have gay couples like as the couple, and they're really good because they bring a new light to a franchise that was quite frankly dying out, because there's only so many times that the big city slicker can come back to the small town, meet their old high school love, and they fall in love. But with like a lesbian couple or a gay couple, it really brings in like some new freshness. But that was part of the reason Candace Cameron Bure left Hallmark.
Oh, okay.
And so she started her own thing called All American Family, which was they brought it back to a religious Christmas. Like, some of the movies I've seen from them, it's like she looks to God for guidance. But anyway, and so that was the whole thing with her. But I still love Lori Loughlin. I think she's so fucking iconic.
She's actually gorgeous. Like, at her age,
for her age, she's fucking gorgeous.
All of the Fuller House, like...
Fuller House?
Fuller House and Full House, all of them aged beautifully.
Have you seen Jodie Sweetin?
No, I actually haven't seen what he looks like now.
Jodie Sweetin?
Oh, I think you said... Oh, I heard something else.
But anyway, Lori, I just want to tell you...
I thought you said Joey, and then I immediately thought Joey from Friends.
How you doing? Anyway, Lori, I'm so happy you're fucking out of that marriage, and fuck that twat.
What was the husband's name?
Musimo?
I mean...
Musimo...
That's enough for a divorce.
Giannulli. Anyway, next up, Ruffle in the Royal Feathers.
What? Let's hear. Okay, just a preface. This week, Fallon didn't even let me do my stories. She said I choose...
One, you choose bad stories. Two, you take too long, so you lost the right to make the story.
No, but here's the thing. Like, you choose a story, and, like, I don't even understand what it is, because it's something that I'm, like, don't even know anything about.
Last week we talked about the non-haters.
No, but then Fallon...
And Brooks liked it and favorited it.
I know. And then I choose a story, and Fallon's like, she'll hop on the bandwagon and say something, or she's like, that's just so not interesting.
Well, your Addison Rae story sucked.
Sorry. ChatGPT can only come up with so many things to talk about.
That's how you find your fucking stories?
You literally told me, look at ChatGPT for...
I said, look...
Sorry. It is so hard to talk about relevant things nowadays, considering celebrities are not doing anything at all anymore. Okay? There's only so many scam bushes I can talk about. There's only so...
Not the Skims bush.
No, but things like that don't happen every single day, okay? Not every single week. There's not anything that freaking wow of a factor. Like, we need to be posting irregularly to be talking about things like that. I'm being serious. The Skims bush. Do you want to talk about it?
No, we're talking about Ruffle.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
It's disgusting.
Oh, so something good comes along and it's funny and hilarious and controversial.
Us Weekly reports he continued with His Majesty's agreement. While I must now go a step further, I will therefore no longer use my title or honors, which have confirmed upon me.
Look at this cup.
That's from the Wicked Club.
Galinda.
Actually, I got.
It's just Galinda Upland.
Anyway,
is that her last name?
So Prince Andrew is revoking his royal title, which literally is what Harry and Meghan did.
Oh, I was gonna.
You might know Prince Andrew because he was supposedly prostituted a girl from Epstein's Island.
What? I had hiccups.
Yeah.
Wait, but that's the one that's like balding. He's not that cute.
So, like, so many years ago,
Sorry to everyone in Europe, he's ugly.
He was accused of sleeping with a 17-year-old who he prostituted either from or to Epstein's Island. Which, just speaking, I wish they would fucking release Epstein's list already. I think that the reason they haven't released it yet is because the public would be fucking shaking if they knew who visited that island.
It's definitely gonna be like some crazy celebrity.
It's definitely gonna be like people, like America's sweethearts were at that island.
It's gonna be like...
Don't even give examples.
Absolutely insane. Why?
Because
when it's sued. I literally...
Yeah, we can't be accusing people of being on Epstein's Island. But no, I really think the reason the government has not released the Epstein's list has not released the full thing is because there's going to be people on that list that we're going to be like, whoa. Like, there's no fucking way you were on Epstein's Island. But I also do believe
I'm cured. They're gone.
I do believe because what Epstein's Island was faced as a rehabilitation center for at-risk youth. So no, because there was like
I don't remember that.
they knew there were kids on Epstein's Island. They just didn't know that it was for prostitution. But what I do think
I mean, what do you expect? You're shipping children
to an
to a
island,
magical island with this like temple that's like navy and white and odd shaped. Have you never seen that?
no, I haven't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you expect that to be like a rehabilitation center? That's like saying that you're like oblivious to sending your kid to fat camp.
Well, Jeffrey Epstein was famous.
Like, what?
Jeffrey Epstein was famous.
For what? Like what? I don't even know.
He was
Like,
just
is
a
he a
mogul. I don't know.
billionaire?
He's some sort of a mogul, but he was famous. But
Was he like Jeff Bezos of the time?
Oh my god.
Is he dead?
No, he's in prison. He's either dead or in prison. But
Wait, we have to look this
what
up.
I was saying is I think the mass public Gen Pop is not ready.
Gen Pop. Oh my
Gen
god.
Pop is not ready for the people who are on Epstein's list. And when eventually the
He's
government...
gotta be dead.
I think he was killed. He was killed in prison. He was murdered.
Died August 10th, 2020. Or no, 2019.
He was killed.
By an intern sex child offender born and raised in New York City, Epstein began his professional career as a teacher. What? At the Dalton School. After his dismissal from the school in 1976, he entered the banking and finance sector.
Yeah, he was rich.
Working at the Bear Stearns and various roles before starting his own firm. Epstein cultivated an elite social circle and procured many women. How did he go from nothing and women and children whom he and his associates sexually abused? He's so ugly.
Anyway, but
1953?
he was born. But anyway,
Oh my god, he died at 66.
I just think
sounds like he died at like 80.
when the government is ready to release Epstein's list, it is going to be a fucking madhouse.
I don't think they will.
I think eventually they will, maybe when the celebrities are dead. Because the amount of people...
No, but I don't understand. If they have the list, just arrest the people.
No, because I think there is a...
Who have probable cause.
No,
they were on an island used for sex trafficking.
No, I think there is a point that certain people did go to... The island was deemed as a rehabilitation center for at-risk youth.
Yeah, but clearly
No, but you have to understand, at the time... right now, we know what was going on.
So are you saying, like, people may have gone to the island not knowing what it was?
No. We have to understand that now, at the time we're in, we know what was going on there.
Yeah, I would say.
But at the time, people didn't know. They thought it was a place that people...
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they went there
certain celebrities
thinking
might have
it was?
went there not knowing that it was child trafficking. I think certain celebrities might have went and not understood what they were going to because they thought they were just going to visit a place that was to support at-risk youth. But then there's that group, but then there's the other group that full well knew what they were fucking doing. So I think that's why they haven't released the list nor arrested people.
Okay, here's what I want to know.
No, because you don't know who was there because they thought it was just a rehabilitation center, or who was there because they knew it was sex trafficking.
It's so long ago now that they can't look into it. I feel like there's not.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago. But I feel like it's also like you don't know, like without seizing like specific information, you wouldn't know the intent behind a lot of people. Like you could just outright post who was there, and then have like cancel culture like handle it.
No, but that's why I think they're not doing it. Is because this is one of the biggest. This is up there with like Charles Manson level of craziness.
I don't even know what that is.
Charles Manson was he was a cult leader who killed his members. We'll watch a documentary soon about it. But
she's trying to get me to watch the John Wayne Gacy.
We'll talk about that.
I cannot watch that. I'm actually gonna have nightmares.
Let me tell you.
I actually cannot watch that.
I think the problem with Epstein's Island is
I love how this became the topic.
You just have to, because we were talking about someone who was accused of going there, is it targeted every famous person, anyone that we look up to, chances are they could have been there.
That's true.
And so, and when you can't differentiate who was there because they thought it was a rehabilitation center and who was there for trafficking, you can't ever release the list. And regardless of what cancel culture thinks, if you were to release that list, they would assume automatically everyone was there for a negative reason.
But that's the thing. Like, what are they going to do? Like, you post it, you're either there for good reasons or you're not there for good reasons.
But I think
cancel culture does its thing. And what? Like, the government,
US government is not
the government's going to feel guilty
But the US
for that?
government's not in the business of canceling people. They're in the business of laying out justice. And when you
But it could be justice.
But it's not justice. But that's not the way the government works. And when you're a government, you will not go after people unless you have definitive proof that they were there for that reason. And that's why I think we've had so little movement on people there is because you can't truly tell unless you have direct evidence of it that it happened.
Yeah.
And that's why like Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison because there's direct evidence that she was linked to it.
Who's that?
Ghislaine Maxwell was his business partner.
So out of culture.
You should watch the Crime Junkie episode on it.
Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh. Did she die too?
No, she's still alive. But
wow, that's sick that any single woman would be involved in that.
That's what's crazy to me is that...
Okay, here's what I want to know. Is it only young women or is it young men?
Underage people.
Just everyone.
I believe there was women and men.
Female and male.
But this is not the first time that something like this has happened.
What do you mean?
I believe is in this part, that I listened to a Crime Junkie episode where there was another very similar situation.
But not to the scale.
Not to the scale and not where it involved this many celebrities, but a man owned a private island and he would fly, this time it was young boys out to this island, and it was horrible the things they were doing to these boys. There was a whole Criminal Minds episode. Like, I just think as a society, because of social media, because of the news, because of all that, we're much more aware of things. Like, my mom was like,
yeah,
back in the day, like, this just didn't exist. Like, when my mom was growing up, the term serial killer and stuff like that did not exist. One, because I don't know if it was because they probably existed, but you didn't have that massive reporting on it.
No, you didn't know, yeah.
But, like, my mom
media.
My mom was telling me, like, the first big one that she knew of was Ted Bundy. And Ted Bundy...
Where was he?
No, Ted Bundy moved around. So I believe he started in Washington, and then he moved. And the reason I am explaining it to you.
Okay.
And the reason Ted Bundy was so hard to capture was because he moved from between state lines and between jurisdictions.
Oh, okay.
And
but where was he arrested?
Ooh,
he's old.
He's dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously I knew that. But he's old.
But the reason Ted Bundy was so hard to capture was at that time, police, if you were to go one county over, the chances of those counties communicating with each other were very slim to none at the time. And you have to think they didn't...
Yeah, from what I said, when I see it, it's in the 1950s, 1960s
also,
that he's doing this.
We didn't have things like the FBI, CIA, things like that weren't as established as they are now.
Yeah.
Like CODIS. Do you know what CODIS is?
No, I've literally never heard of that.
CODIS is a system where you can upload DNA, and like when you go to the dentist and stuff like that, you can submit your DNA, or when you do like a 23andMe, and it creates this big network where
Okay.
you can find the chances of you finding a direct match in CODIS are very limited, but like if you submitted it and let's say your third cousin was a serial killer,
Yeah.
they could be like, oh, Abby's it's genealogy. They loop
Yeah,
it all
yeah.
back to the person.
Wait, you know what I don't understand?
What?
How police get DNA. Like, how does that work? Like, how do
So
they...
when you're arrested, it's
Yeah, but your DNA is put in the system. But what about people who've never been arrested, never been in trouble, never...
so that's where the
anything?
problem comes in. Is then their DNA's never in the... So, like, let's say you murdered... someone murdered someone, but they've
Yeah.
never been arrested ever, so their DNA's never been submitted before.
I don't understand that. We should,
I'm explaining
from
it to
birth,
you.
we should be giving blood samples or something to
Well, no,
them.
blood samples, no. It is
I don't know,
when...
swab.
So, let's say someone murders someone, and they leave DNA at the scene. So
Yeah.
you submit the DNA to the labs, and the lab submits it to places like CODIS. And CODIS says, well, there's no matches in our system.
I'm kind of scared you know so much about
Well, I
this.
listen to Crime Chick, I watch all those documentaries.
Okay.
And so CODIS essentially says we have no matches for this DNA in our system, which means you've never been arrested, so you've never had to submit your DNA before. Because automatically when you're arrested, you submit your DNA. They take swabs, they take fingerprints, they take everything.
Yeah.
And you're put into systems.
Okay.
Or the other way people end up in it are when you do DNA testing. And what people don't understand when they do DNA testing is when you sign away, when you click that, oh, I agree to terms,
Yeah.
you're agreeing to be your DNA to be submitted to these systems. And so
I didn't know that.
So yeah. So
Wait, does that mean that it's only connecting people with who have...
No, so in your
connecting
DNA,
DNA with
you can
people
be
who have...
connected to everyone you're related to.
Yeah, but only people who have submitted their own
Yeah,
DNA.
so let's say, oh, someone murdered someone or was involved in a crime and they have never been arrested, so their DNA's never been uploaded, but let's say their second, third auntie were like did like a 23andMe or my DNA, then they're like, oh,
then you know it's in the like
then
one
you can narrow it down, and then you start to piece
I don't know
it
what
together.
the word is. Okay.
And then they're able to start piecing it together. And with
That
Ted
makes
Bundy,
sense.
they didn't do that. And then I know Ted Bundy was held in Denver for a while, and Ted Bundy escaped like 3 times
From prison?
from prison. Also,
How?
So
why are these things not talked about? That's what I don't
no, so
understand.
the only reason I know this is because
Gross.
I watched the Ted Bundy 3-episode documentary on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't even know they had that.
And they went into detail, like, he escaped one prison twice, and then he went on to, he went on to kill more people, and it was just, like, the story
the blanket.
that he led was so crazy.
I don't understand what he did, because I know, like, John Wayne Gacy was more, like, boys targeted, I think.
Ted Bundy killed women. And the reason
because he was so charming, he would, like, lure them back.
He was so
I do remember this, yeah, it is coming back.
And that was what Ted Bundy did. But he, like, escaped, murdered people, and then he, like,
What's the other one with the glasses and, like...
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer,
was
but
in
he would
Milwaukee.
eat people.
Boys. He was gay, and he ate boys.
And John Wayne Gacy also went after boys.
Yes.
But he would bury them under his house in Chicago.
But and also, like...
You know what's so scary is how many serial killers live near us. Or lived.
John Wayne Gacy's the only one.
No. And Jeffrey Dahmer, he wasn't that far. He's
Jeffrey Dahmer was a
40-something
different
minutes
state.
from us.
But there was another...
No, Milwaukee's barely over the border.
But let me finish about John Wayne Gacy, or Ted Bundy. Why it was so difficult to catch him was he would change his name, he would go across state lines, and he ended up being charged in Florida.
Yeah, I did see that.
In Florida.
He died in Florida.
I don't even think he was charged with everything he did, just because of all the hippity hoppity.
Yeah, probably.
But it was
too
just
many,
so
like,
crazy to think that he got away with it. And then Jeffrey Dahmer was the same. Like, all these people, they just kind of fly just under the radar.
But that's the thing, you have to move
right
otherwise
after
you're
Jeffrey
not,
Dahmer
like...
killed his first person
Mhm.
in his hometown, he literally got pulled over by the police. He had garbage bags in his backseat. The police officer saw them. He's like, oh, Like, I'm just going to the dump. It's just crazy how many times I listen to these podcasts.
Like, that could get away, like, back then, but definitely not now.
But, like, it's hard to say because they say there's an active serial killer in Chicago.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, man, I'm scared.
There were people turning up in the Chicago...
I'm supposed to be going to the city this weekend. Don't say shit
I
like
go
that.
3 days a week. They say that there's people turning up in the Chicago River because of a serial
You're
killer.
kidding. Do I need to Google this? Like, should I be scared?
No, it's boys. You're fine. We're fine. But it's
Am I going to be mistaken for male?
It's just crazy because every time I hear
Dallin, do you know oh, that's terrifying.
Every time you hear about these killers, they've just been able to fly just under the radar that they've never been detected.
Oh my
It
God.
was like John Wayne Gacy. I'm watching...
No, lick the blanket.
Peacock is making... Like, they made it was kind of like the Dahmer thing on Netflix where they had people act out what he did. And it was John Wayne... And I knew this because I've watched a bunch of stuff about him. John Wayne Gacy was literally... He was involved in... He was an... Like, people thought he was an upstanding member of society. And he was killing these boys. And it's just crazy. But then the only other one...
Jeffrey Dahmer reminds me so much of the movie Silence of the Lambs. Like, it just is like... Isn't that who it's based on?
No. Silence of the Lambs was based off of someone else, but it wasn't him. But
No,
then
like
there was this
kind of
serial killer. His name was Israel Keys. And the reason...
I've never heard of that.
So, Israel Keys, essentially why he was so hard to catch was because he would fly all around the country and he would bury in different places these murder buckets. So it was like kind of like a Home Depot bucket, and he would fill it with and he would fill it with his supplies, and he would bury them and travel back home. And so when
like just the supplies, not the body.
No, he would bury the supplies and go home, and he would travel for a living. And then when he would come back to the location, he would have this murder kit. And and he would murder people with his kits. And to this day, he's been arrested. I don't know if he's where he is now. But to this day, they are still finding these kits buried around. And there were a ton in Illinois. There were a ton.
Great, that makes me feel so safe.
But it was like, have you heard about the Tylenol murders?
No, wait, I'm so, invested in how many, things that you
Honestly,
probably watch.
Chicago does.
Chicago has so much crime. They don't even talk about it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say about murder and just crime in Chicago in general. There's not you look on the news. I hate to break it to you. This is where we live. We live in Chicago.
We don't live in Chicago.
We don't live in Chicago, but we live near Chicago, and a lot of the crime that's discussed now, it's not heavy things. It's not murder. It's more so petty crime that people are getting punched on subways, and it's just your everyday robbing, whatever.
Yeah.
It's stuff that happens in cities. You see it everywhere. It's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think now versus 30 to 50 years ago. They're okay, probably a little less than that, 20 to 50 years ago. There's just so much heavy crime. There could fully possibly be that stuff now, but I feel the way that people can hide it now is completely different.
I just think it's killers and serial killers and murderers have gotten so much more advanced with the times.
Yes.
That it's become much harder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's definitely easier to track them back then when there was things
I'm going to look up continue talking and I'm going to look up this.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. It was definitely easier to track them back then because so many people were interconnected with everything. Everyone has a person that they're talking to daily.
To track them back then.
No, but I'm saying you would know when a person went missing. The technology, whatever, to find them may have been harder, but you knew something was up because people were missing, people whatever. Now everyone lives so far from each other. They're not connected as much. They have virtual technology, but they're not as regulated and scheduled. to talk with each other as much as it was back then, where you were forced to communicate with each other. Now everyone, pardon me, was everyone now just connects on their own schedule, works for them, and if it's someone doesn't get back to you by a certain point, it's not that unusual because you think the best of things. Back then, everyone was so paranoid.
So,
if someone doesn't get back to you, whatever.
just think about this.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's harder.
In this aspect to you.
Okay.
Experts have suggested that there currently in the U.S. there are anywhere from 25 to 50 active serial killers.
It's just terrifying because we live
I just think
so close to a major city.
No, I think it has nothing.
Like two major cities. Like we're in between two major cities.
I think that with each time and era we've entered as this, like each time we advance, the way that we track these killers becomes hard. The challenge is different. Like back then, the challenge is if your son ran away, your son went missing, he ran away.
That's what I'm saying.
Or this, that, and
you would obviously know when someone was missing back then. Or we didn't have the
systems in place to understand that if something happened in XYZ county and something happened in ADE county, that maybe they were connected. We didn't have those systems in place.
Yeah.
So that's what made the struggle harder. But now we do have systems in place. But now serial killers and active killers have become much more advanced that they're able to override this. And
yeah. It's like every time one plays catch up, the other is ahead.
Like every advancement we make, they understand. Like every step we make, they understand how to get 10 steps ahead of us.
Yeah.
And I do think, and if you think about it now, which I think is so strange, is you just don't hear about serial killers. Like, just think about it.
No, but have you heard about the stuff in I think it's LA. I want to say with that David singer. Have you heard about this? You haven't heard about this?
No.
Fallon. Okay, so we're turning basically into true crime podcast this week.
Maybe we'll have a segment.
I think we just have to get rid of all of our stories for this week because basically this is what's bumping. So there's a TikTok famous / Spotify famous singer, David. Okay, and he has a lot of popular songs. Well, he writes a song, I think it's titled Cecilia, or it's about this girl, Cecilia. It's very specific niche details about this girl. Well, they find in LA or in California somewhere this blank, like no tag, whatever, rotting smelling Tesla. The police get involved, whatever, they go through the trunk, they find a body in the trunk, and they link it. It's like registered, I believe, to this. It's registered to the singer David, whatever. They're like, okay, so obviously he's an active person in this whole investigation.
I think I have seen something about this.
So and then then the people are investigating his songs, his music, and they go back and they like find out who the identity of the girl is. It's this girl Cecilia something. And they're like, this whole song is basically written about this girl and like her personal life and her details or blah 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 blah. And Ross, what are you doing over there? It's so silly. So it's just insane because like that could be an active serial killer. Like that could be something that they're like actively investigating. Like I think he got arrested for it. I'm pretty sure because he was way too connected to it.
I just think that there is going to become another wave in society or in time. I say the word society too much. There's going to become another wave in time where we're going to start uncovering killer after killer after killer. Because if you think about it, in the 1950s on, you had Bundy, Manson, Gacy, Dahmer. There's definitely a few other really big ones that I'm missing.
Yeah.
But it was one after another, and then that's when the term serial killer was deduced. It was created. But I feel like in the last 10 years, we just, either mainstream media is not picking up on them, or they've been so good at hiding who they are that it's much harder for us to catch. And I think Criminal Minds, even though it's all fictional, they
Yeah.
do a very good job at keeping up their episodes with
Like modern technologies.
modern ways of committing crimes. Like now, you don't have to worry about as
I saw this last week. I just watched the new. So I don't know if anyone in the audience watches this, but SVU, Special Victims Unit of Law and Order.
that's another one that's been good at keeping
So
up with it.
really good. So I just watched this past season's episode, and it was all about AI. So it was like basically this girl. She has like AI photos of her taken, and she's a high school student in relation with a teacher, and it's all AI of this teacher and this young girl, and it's like photos of them like together in a very like provocative manner. Well, this teacher has like past um allegations of him, oh sorry, being too connected with a student. Well, the whatever. They initially find that the photos are real, but then they go back and what they call like Taru, which is like their like technology based whatever evidence reporter goes back and finds that the images were created with some whatever site. They find out that it's not real, but it's very like damaging for both the girl and the whatever. And they find out that you can like make the images. The young teenage girls are making these images in spite of other young teenage girls. So like the whole episode's like based around that. I thought it was such a great depiction of like what is happening now. Like you see it so much now with the AI stuff. Like AI videos are being created, AI like ChatGPT, everything. Like videos, photos. I don't know. There's just so many different things now, and like I think you could really see that with like the Jake Paul stuff. Like people actually, so like some people like believe that
I
stuff is
believed a
real.
lot of
Like
it was him.
yeah, like a lot of people like would believe that like I don't know, Jake Paul's someone that like comes and goes in popularity. Like he comes around when he's popular, when
Yeah,
he's
we
like
talked
about to
about
fight
this, yeah.
somewhere, and then like someone, and then like he goes away. And like that's what I'm saying. Like some people might genuinely be like, "Oh my god, this is just him like trying to get attention, whatever." No, that was fully fake, and some people believe that, and some people didn't. Like I just think it's like another demonstration of like how like there's different like things nowadays that people have to keep up with in relation to crime. Like you're seriously like what is this now? Like people have to depict whether it's AI versus reality for like a crime. Like that's insane.
Yeah, and I definitely think that with the like even in like the articles and stuff I read, like 40 years ago they didn't have to worry about someone like nudes, like things like that getting leaked,
Yeah.
or like cyberbullying and stuff. Like I watched this Netflix documentary about this girl
Yeah.
who got bullied by this mysterious number, and it turned out to be her mom because
Really?
her mom had like a crush on her boyfriend,
Wow.
which is just like crazy how like I do like just how times have changed, and I think Criminal Minds has really like evolved with it well. Like the most recent season was about a serial killing network.
Wow, I didn't know that they still created seasons.
Well, they just renewed like it's
It's
called
been
Criminal
two.
Minds Evolution, and the
Oh.
newest season was about how this
Does it
man
still have the same
named
actors in it or like
yes,
no?
named Voight was he created a network of serial killers, and kind of like Israel Keys, like he left
Yeah.
the buckets around. Voight had these shipping containers with kill labs in them. So I just really think it's, and maybe as just general gen pop, we don't understand what's really going on, and maybe
Yeah.
the FBI and CIA and things like that, they really do understand what's going on. But to my understanding, there has been no big breakthrough in like modern day serial killers that's been exposed yet. And I
Mhm.
do think within the next 10 to 20 years, we're going to go into a period where one after another is caught.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, and they're going to be doing their crimes in ways we've never understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
It's
it's
just
like,
insane.
and when I listen, have you ever listened to Crime Junkie?
Not that one specifically. I've listened to different like crime podcasts like here and there, but I've never like specifically stuck to one singular
So,
podcast.
Crime Junkie is like, I think they're considered the originator of it.
Yeah.
And they talk about a lot of these unsolved cases. And they always kind of end their episode that every unsolved case, it only takes one person to say something for it to become solved. And I really do think that it's that kind of mentality that it takes one person. If every unsolved case, if one person would come forward, I think a lot of these unsolved cases would become solved because
Yeah.
they would be interconnected. And they even end some of them by like X and Y killers were active at the time.
Yeah.
So when you're saying X and Y killer, like, I just think that maybe it's gen pop. We don't really understand it, but I do definitely think that they're linked. A lot more cases are linked than we do believe.
Yeah.
Just because of.
I feel like it's harder to like connect things A over state lines and B
Yeah.
if it has the same MO.
It's
Like how do you physically put it? Like there's got to be like no system that you can just be like there's XYZ person with XYZ frame and XYZ this and this and this who does this and this and this. Like you see it on SVU. Like I watch. Okay, this is my new show. I weekly watch this show, and I've gone back and I've watched multiple seasons. Whatever. I love the show, but I don't understand. Like they depict like easier than they actually are. Like no, you can't just like connect like 4 like towns away that there's this happening, like whatever. Like maybe if you're in constant contact, I don't know, but like that happens with just cities, so I don't understand how it would happen with states. Like that just feels
like they connect.
like there's not like a word search you can put that in. Do you know what I mean?
Like they solve things a lot faster because it's TV. But I think
Yeah,
that's
obviously.
maybe why also as a society we're like, why hasn't there been another one? Because we're so used to these shows that literally every episode of Criminal Minds they're catching a killer. But I just think that
I wonder like
it's
odd to look at like our police like just regularly, like there's not
I just think that what happened 30, 40, 50 years ago with Gacy, Bundy, all of those, like where it was just all these unsolved cases that no one knew were connected. I think truly it's that today, but these killers are so much more advanced that
I don't think you really can solve a mystery unless it's back to back to back.
No.
Kind of close
Because
by-ish.
no, I just think back in the day, if you cross state lines, if you cross county lines, it was much harder to solve. And that was their obstacle then. But now, I definitely feel like it's something else that is causing this obstacle as to why we can't connect them. Because people are murdered. People go missing all the time. But we just aren't connecting them, and I just really think it's because we don't.
I think people think the best in those case scenarios. No. Like, oh, they ran away.
Did that,
but
they did that then anyway. I just think, truly in my gut, after all this stuff I listened to and watched, is I just think there is some new obstacle that we're not able to overcome yet that is preventing us from linking everything. Like back then, it was just those state and county lines that if officers and police stations could just connect with each other over those lines, so many things were solved once they started doing that, and once the FBI came in and started helping. And I just think, but that was the problem then. But as time and we evolve as people, there's new problems. And I definitely think there's a new problem or new obstacle we're facing with these killers that is preventing us from connecting them. And I think once as a country and as people, as a justice system, we're able to come over that obstacle, that these cases will start connecting so quickly. They'll be like, oh my God. It was like when the World's Fair was in Chicago. Whatever his name is had a fucking murder house in Chicago. It was when there's a book called The Devil in the White Castle that my mom's read and I've watched a lot about. And I don't know what his name was.
Should I look it up?
Yeah, look up, I need the name. Who was the Devil in the White Castle?
Boop.
I'm like not even drunk. I'm like tipsy. Are you tipsy?
H.H. Holmes.
Yes. Okay, thank you. H.H. Holmes.
He operated something called the Murder Castle.
Yes. So
in 1893.
So
Chicago's
he essentially
World Fair.
had this house that he had built that was just, it was a torture house. And it was
a hotel.
It was in Chicago when the World's Fair came to Chicago.
Secret passages, trapdoors, gas chambers, and a basement crematorium.
Yep.
Were kilns to dispose of bodies. The White City was a nickname for the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, a dazzling and optimistic event that stood in the stark contrast to Holmes' dark activities.
Yep.
And then there's a book called Eric Larson's 2003 nonfiction. Whatever.
The Devil in the White Castle.
Yeah.
And it's like that. Like they didn't connect it until there was that one aha moment. They're like, oh my God, it's this fucking loony killing all these people. So I just think once as a society we're able to figure out like, oh my God, it was this fucking crackpot.
Yeah.
Or it's this, like, it's whatever the modern day version of crossing state lines was. Once we figure that out, it will start falling into place.
Yeah.
So we will end this off, gals, by saying, be weird, be rude, stay alive. We love you so much. You can follow us on everywhere you think. Instagram, TikTok, except Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, our friends, please do like and subscribe to our...
Do not hate us.
Like,
unless you are bleep, bleep, bleep.
Do like, subscribe, and comment. We love you girls so much. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.